Yo, what's up? This is T Mills and you're watching Montreality. Yeah. My story, man. I started making music in my bedroom when I was like 18, 19 years old on a laptop. I didn't have like a microphone, I didn't have anything. I just started recording demos and putting them up online. I made some social networking sites. And then I just started booking my own shows, and I was playing like small clubs and just going out on tour with my friends and just doing it all on my own. And then we shot a music video for $100 and we put it up online, and it got like 100,000 views in one day. And then, I mean, it just kind of expanded from there, you know. Things have been amazing, so I've just been touring the last year and a half. I've been in the studio. I dropped a free album, took 5 songs from the free album and put them up on iTunes with a brand new song. And things have been moving, man, just been working. What kind of student was I? I was loud, obnoxious, hyper, always like banging on like my table and stuff, or, like drumming and stuff. And I would just crack a lot of jokes. And then, yeah, it kind of just depended all on my teachers too. Like, some teachers loved me. My Spanish teacher hated me. I finished school when I was 16 though. I finished really early, so as soon as I could get out of school, I did. My first job was at a skate shop by my house. Then I worked at a clothing store in the mall. And then I worked at a Starbucks coffee. I worked at 2 of them. Then I worked at another skate shop. And then I quit, and I went on. I had a band before that, and I just went on tour with my old band. And then I started going to art school for like a year, and then that's like when I like made my project. The key to success is to never be content with where you're at. I feel like when you are happy with where you're at and you're satisfied, you get comfortable, and then that leads to becoming lazy. You always have to have a drive, and you always have to, you have to have a short-term goal. Then you have to have like a mid-term goal, and you have to have a long-term goal, and it's just progression. It's taking, one step at a time, take everything day by day, and you just gotta stay hungry. Oh man, I'd call it My Life Is Like, and that's it. I have my iPhone, I have some chapstick, I have some cigarettes, a lighter, and my Louis Vuitton wallet. Yeah, the album, I don't have a name for it yet. It's like 75% done. I got like 8 songs for it right now. It's just been so hard because I've been on tour so much. So like, I'll be on tour for 3 weeks, I'll go home for a week, and like that whole week I'm just locked in the studio, and then I leave again. So it's been like real spotty, and like I've had to record it in segments. The album sonically is just, I feel like every project that I've been doing, my sound is just maturing and taking a step up, like gradually, and I feel like that growth is happening organically, and like I like it because I don't want to force anything, and I'm really coming into my own, not only as an artist but as a writer, and as a person, man. Like, I've been going through so much stuff in this last year, like everything that's happened with my career and getting to go to Europe and stuff, and just experiencing all the different cultures. It's given me a lot of stuff to write about. So the album has slow songs, a lot of mid-tempo songs. We got some like fun, energetic, up-tempo, party songs. Got some weird shit that's probably not gonna make sense to a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, like, I really want to approach this as like my first release. Like, I want it to be perfect. I want to really, I'm like super, I don't want to say anal, but like OCD with like my music now. So like, I'll go in and I'll record a record, and I'll record it like 4 more times, and I still won't be happy with it, so I'll record it, another 4 times. So I'm really just taking like a perfectionist approach with my music now. So it's a lot of like fine-tuning and paying attention to details and making sure like every note is right, every cadence is right, my voice sounds perfect, in every place, and nothing's forced. The album's gonna be amazing, man, so I'm really excited for everyone to hear it. I'm probably gonna be dropping a couple songs off of that album as an EP before the album comes out. You can expect it later on this year on Columbia Records, or at the first of the year. I really want to collaborate with ASAP. Yeah, Rocky is amazing. Theophilus London, I love his music. This girl Mackenzie Eddy. I've been wanting to work with Boy Wonder for a long time, and I actually just got the opportunity to, so I did a week in Toronto with him, and then we did a week in LA. I wanted to work with Kane Beats for a while. I just got back from Atlanta with him. and that shit was amazing. So I got like 3 records from each of those producers on the new album. I really want Travis Barker to play drums on my new album I'm working on right now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to do a song with Wiz for sure. Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, we just rag on each other all day, so it's like we're always just cracking jokes. But we were in Massachusetts, and there was like a big storm there. There was like a hurricane or something. We got trapped in our hotel for like 3 days at this hotel, and like couldn't leave. Like we were just stuck in a hotel. And my manager, he had his room, but they had like a business center downstairs in the lobby. So me and my friend Tony, we went down there, and they had like a scanner, you know. So we started scanning pictures of our ass. We scanned like 50 of them. And it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we just started sliding them underneath my manager's door. So he had like all these pictures like on his floor of like our ass, and I mean like the pictures were hilarious. And we just like banged on his door and just like took off. So like when he like went to go and open his door, he just had asses like all over the floor. Wifey material. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't even want to think about that right now. I mean, I guess it kind of all comes down to like the vibe, you know. Like I'm pretty good at vibing people out and like seeing what people's intentions are. I'd say like the biggest thing is just like conversation, you know. If she can hold a conversation, and I'm lightweight manipulative, like I can like say things in parts of a conversation to kind of like see what I want, you know what I mean? Like they might not know what the reason why I'm asking a question, but her answer will like determine my opinion. I just say conversation, man. Like you gotta look at a girl's actions, you know, how she presents herself, how she carries herself. I hate girls that drink a lot. Like I hate drunk girls. It just is such a turn off. It's not attractive. And girls, like, you know, maybe they listen to my music and they think that like I want them to be all like drunk and wild and crazy and stuff, but it's not like that. I like cool girls that can just chill, they're opinionated, intelligent. Yeah, I guess that's wifey material. What do I think I was in a previous life? I don't know, like Vincent van Gogh or something, just tortured and artistic and creative and off the wall and spontaneous, or maybe I was like a cat. I have no clue. I've always been attracted to tattoos. My parents have no tattoos, so it definitely was not from them. My grandpa, he was in the Navy, so he had a few tattoos. My uncle had some tattoos, and I would see them as a kid, and I'd always like wonder like what they were, you know, and I always wanted some. And when I got access to the internet, I just went crazy, and I started just looking up artists and finding, you know, not only tattoo artists, but just artists that I admire in general. So my first sleeve is inspired by this dude named Jeff Soto, he's from Riverside, California, where I'm from. And so I kind of dedicated my whole left arm to 2 of his paintings, because I mean I was just obsessed with them from like 16 on. I got my first tattoo when I was 16 at my friend's house, and I traded a sidekick, you know, like the phones, the sidekicks. I traded a sidekick to get my legs tattooed, and I got it on my thighs so my parents wouldn't be able to see it, so I could like cover it up. And then so I got those, and then like a couple months later I got like underneath it tattooed. And then I got my lip tattooed, and then I got my foot tattooed. And then by that time I was like 17, and right after I got my foot tattooed, I was like changing my sock and stuff, and I just like showed my mom, and she was super cool with it. So I just kind of haven't stopped from there. The way I choose my pieces is I'll come up with like a concept or an idea. Like I don't ever like find something on the internet and just like I want that exactly. Like I'll come up with an idea, I'll take it to like my artist, my dude, and just collaborate on it, and you know, do a couple sketches, see what I like the best, maybe add some things, take away some things, think about colors. I'm like I feel like I have a knack for placing tattoos. Like I feel like my arm is very well placed and sized and stuff. So like, yeah, I'll keep a picture with me for a couple months. I'll hang it up somewhere that I can see it every single day, put on like, you know, the background on my computer, just to make sure like, yo, I want to look at this forever, like, you know, make sure I don't get sick of it, make sure I don't change my mind. And then other times I'll just be like on tour somewhere, and it'll be hella spontaneous, and I'll just see something, I'll be like, alright, I want to get that tattooed on my leg or something, you know. If it's like a big thing, you know, it's gonna be like my whole arm, I'll really take my time. If it's like a small tattoo, I'll kind of just do it off impulse or for fun, you know. I have funny tattoos, I have stupid tattoos that make no sense, and then I have tattoos that mean a lot to me. So there's an Apple, like the computer, because I'm obsessed with Apple products. And my other palm tattoo. I feel like my goals, like I said, like that's what keeps me motivated. My desire to win and not win, but just, you know, my desire to succeed. Like I've had things in my mind planned out, mapped out since I was young, things that I've always wanted to do, and like they're now like just coming to fruition. Being able to wake up every day in a different, you know, city, state, country, be able to travel the whole world, meet all kinds of different people every day, just off the strength of my music is such like a blessing for me. You know, making my parents proud. Like I didn't go to college, I didn't, you know, do the normal thing, but like I never saw myself doing that, you know, like I never wanted to go to college for 4 years, and I never wanted to have like a regular ass job. Like I always knew that I would be doing something not typical, you know. I always knew that I wanted to do something in music or art. I want to travel, like I love traveling. Waking up early sucks, especially like if you don't get sleep the night before, but like I guess the payoff for me is just like, yo, like I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna hop on this flight, and I'm gonna be in like a different country in a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna get to go do my thing all over again. You know, I'm definitely self-motivated. Like no one's begging me to get up and do this. Like this is all me, you know. I don't have anyone making me or forcing me to go out and do this. So, and that's like the key. A lot of people want everything handed to them, but the reality of it is like you have to be the one who initiates it first. Like no one's gonna come up to you and say like, yo, I want to give you all this, you know, all you gotta do is do this. Like you have to like be hungry, and you have to force yourself to get up and do it for yourself. And it's gonna be hard. Like there's gonna be times where you don't want to do it, but you just kind of have to do it, you know, because the second that you get lazy and you don't do it, there's someone right behind you that's willing to do it, and that's gonna take your spot. Montreality, swag.